Free Spirit Girl, and welcome to your second installment of the Love Your Body campaign. Now, in our first video, we spoke about the importance of having positive focus and only choosing to focus our attention on the things that make us feel empowered, that make us feel great, and fill us up with positive feelings. We also spoke about the importance of living in an attitude of gratitude, being grateful for our bodies and ourselves, and seeing them as the absolute blessing that they are. Now, yesterday we were on the first stepping stone towards our ultimate goal of unconditional self-love and confidence. That was the first stepping stone. Today we're moving from gratitude to self-acceptance, and the way that we're doing that is by realizing the truth. Today we're going to be stripping away some of the lies in the media and showing you what's really going on. Because so often in life, I know that each and every single one of us have done this. We've looked into the media, at images in magazines, at images in newspapers, at images, of celebrities, and we've compared ourselves with these people. We've looked at these people and put them up on a pedestal and thought, they're so beautiful, they're so incredible, they're so flawless. But not only have we done that, we've put ourselves down and said, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I can never look like them. Yet in actual fact, the realization and the reality of it is that even these people in those images don't look like that. This is a false representation of those people. So what do I mean by that? Let me explain a little bit further. 99.9% of the images that we see in the media and in magazines specifically have been changed, shifted, transformed, or altered in some way. And many of us don't even realize this, that we're comparing ourselves with an unrealistic level of beauty, I guess, in a way. So let me tell you quickly, run you through what happens in order for these images to look the way that they do in the magazines that we read. Firstly, there's a whole heap of stuff that goes on beforehand, but let's just say they get a fake tan. So I don't know if you know much about fake tanning technologies these days, but it's incredible the stuff that they can do. They tan you in a way that specifically there's shadows in certain places that actually make you look more toned and thinner than you actually are. It's insane. They can also make you look buffer than you really are. So for those of you who have seen movies like 300 and I think Gladiator as well, the Spartan one, what they've done is, they've got ripped guys, but as well as that, they've got fake tan on so that it's shadowing in specific contours of the muscle structure so that they look more buff than they really are. So that's one of the things that happened behind the scenes that absolutely blew my mind when I first found out about it. As well as that, the models are taught how to pose specifically so that their body looks different to what it actually looks like. We've all seen the pose, how they put their arm out like this, they stand on the side, and they've got their feet in facing inwards, pigeon toe. So just a quick rundown, they're taught to pose like this because number one, the way that you're holding your arm, it makes it so that you've got tension in your muscles that make you look toned. Secondly, the negative space in between your arm and your body, the white space in there actually defines the muscle and makes you look thinner than you actually are. Secondly, the reason that they're on an angle, they're not straight to the side and they're not straight to the front, is because it makes your stomach look more flat and more toned than it actually is. And thirdly, the legs are in the position of, pigeon-toed facing inwards, because when your feet go inwards, there's a thigh gap and your thighs don't touch, so your legs look thinner than they actually are. So this is just one of the things that they do. They're taught how to pose in specific ways so that they don't get double chins and all this stuff that happens in our photos and make us feel bad. It's just because they've been taught how to pose in a different way. As well as all the fake eyelash extensions and fake nails and blah, 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 blah. Another incredible thing is the makeup artistry nowadays. It's absolutely mind-blowing. If you ever have an opportunity to sit down with a makeup artist and watch them work, it's incredible to see what they can do. One of the things that blew me away when I first saw this was they've got different tones of foundation. They don't just use one tone of foundation on people. They've got different tones of foundation, and they use lighter bits in certain sections and darker bits in certain sections to either highlight or shadow. So through doing this, they can make your face actually physically look thinner than it really is. They can bring out your cheekbones. They can, there's all these different kinds of things. As well as this, they've got techniques to make your eyes look bigger, to open up your eyes, to, make your chin look longer. They've got all these different kinds of things that they can do. just with makeup alone. So it's incredible. As well as that, you know, on photo shoots, they've got all the lighting done professionally. A lot of bikini shoot models, go and actually research and look at bikini shoot models. You notice that they've either got the light streaming in from behind, or a lot of the time the light coming in front from a certain side, because what happens is when they do that, it blurs the edge of your body. So that light comes in and it trickles onto the side of your body, so it's not a straight line, but it's like a feathered line. And the reason that they do that is it actually makes you look thinner. They can take at least 3 centimeters off, you know, how wide you are just with lighting alone. They use lighting so that you look more flawless, so that, you know, you don't have these oily patches and, you know, things like that as well. So it's incredible what they can do with lighting alone. As well as that, they've got photographers that know how to use certain angles to make you look in, you know, different ways. They sit in hair for hours and, you know, get all this fancy pants stuff done to their hair. But something that is absolutely mind-blowing is Photoshop. So if you haven't looked into Photoshop, you need to look into it's incredible the stuff that they do and the way that they alter the images that we see. Now with Photoshop, if you like to check it out, we've posted a whole heap of videos down below. Go and actually check it out. It's gonna absolutely blow your mind to see the massive transformation that happens in these people just with some really simple Photoshop tools. To get an image of this, each celebrity has someone, you know, really high up, high paid celebrities, has at least one person whose job is to Photoshop every single image that's legally, you know, with their permission taken of that celebrity. So that's what they do all day, is Photoshop images. And it's like really professional stuff. The stuff that we've got in the videos down below, it's simple tools. So imagine that on steroids, even bigger. That's the kind of stuff that we're looking at in you know, the images that we look at. They can do things like make your necks look longer. Most magazines do that. Make your eyes look bigger. They can add eyelashes, make your face look totally flawless, take away pimples, take away freckles. They can change your hair color. They can add hair, make your hair longer. They can change clothes colors. They can change your eye colors. They can add makeup. There's so much stuff they can do. They can make you look thinner. They can make you look bigger. They can add cellulite, they can take away cellulite, there's so much crazy stuff that they do in Photoshop. So the reason that we're sharing this with you is so that you can start looking at the images that you see and realize the fact that they're not real. They aren't real. And when you realize that, it's kind of a relief to know that if that's not real, there's no use comparing yourself with it. It would be like comparing yourself to a cartoon or to an alien. You're not going to do that, because you know that it's not real, yeah? So when we can find the truth, we can stop comparing ourselves to that and start focusing, instead of all that energy going there, focus that energy on yourself and finding acceptance within yourself, starting to own what you have, because there is no one else on this earth quite like you. There's no one like you. You are amazing and incredible and special beyond doubt. So stop comparing yourself to other people, come inside and start owning you, start accepting you and start loving you. Now today was all about realizing the truth in the media, all about finding that self-acceptance when you realize you don't have to compare yourself to others. Your home play for tonight is something that's really exciting and it's really easy to do. All you have to do is watch the videos that we've posted below. These videos are going to blow your mind so that you can see what is happening to the images in the media. Enjoy. Make sure you leave some comments. Tell us how it blew your mind. Tell us what you learned. Tell us what you realized, what you're going to do differently. Leave comments, because that's our way of getting feedback, to know that you're getting as much out of this as you can. Thank you so much for being here with us. Remember, there's no one like you. Own who you are and love who you are. Live fully, stand strong and shine brightly. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
We'll be young